Here we are. We're trying to make payments. Got the old cat, got the forks on. We've had the bucket on, kind of cleaned out a place here in this area for a deck. It's a small area to have a landing or a decking area, and that's where I really like these skid steers. That's where they shine. We'll buck these logs up like we are. We're laying them in here, just rowing them up, separating them by grade, size, where they're going. We got them right up here in the decking area. We'll drag them, we buck them, pile them up. It works really well. This, like I said, this is the whole reason, or one of the main reasons I decided to go with track skid steer again. It's just for jobs like this. It just gives us one more tool to better serve our clients and do a better job, make cleanup easier, slick up landings when we're done, and work tight areas. So we'll get back to it. We're going to be tight on room here in a bit anyway, so we'll have to put another row or two here to get these logs good and decked up. Then when we sell them, we'll row them up in a windrow here alongside the road for a easy pickup with a self-loading truck. So let's jump in the old cat here, turn the air conditioning on because I'm hot and sweaty from running this 88. We'll get in here, turn the radio on, the air conditioning on. We're gonna go to work. I guess I'll just bring you with me for a second. Oh, I can climb up in here. Oh. The cats are roomy, but they're still, for a big man, and I'm not even that big. I go, welcome. And this is a feature I like right here. Backup camera. Whoa! We're jamming out there. All right, I'm gonna have to put you down for a minute while I sort these logs. We're back down here in the timber, trying to get some of these cut and ready to go. Some tall timber. I'm hung up, but it's some tall timber. It's not cutting too bad. Some of it hadn't cut real good. This stuff back here, when this gets to the south facing slope, we won't cut very many of them because you can just tell by looking they're not going to be worth cutting. But some tall trees. It's there's not near as many here as I thought there was when I bought the job. So hopefully, if we push hard, get this job finished today, get on to the next. I need to get to cutting walnut. Try not to cut too much of this type of oak this time of year. Or really, I cut this stuff, but I don't necessarily like to. So, but we'll go get the skidder, get my saw unpinched, and see if we can get some more out to the deck. Doing a little road clearing here, making sure our log roads are pushed out good, or they're accessible long after we're done. Long after the job's over. I like to leave a good road when we're done. I like to make sure everything's cleaned where it can be used for. I mean, even if a person wanted to drive a car down it, that's what I look for in a log road, right there. Once again, you can see got these logs bucked and laid out. For a tight deck, if you're working in a tight area, it sure can save you some room. It can save you a lot of room in your working area. So it's just one of the many pros. We're up to a total of, I think, 6 hours on the old cat now. But, it's a nice machine. It's everything I'd like to have in a skid steer. The only thing I could think would be cool is one of those winches on the back I've seen, like on the super track machines, where they've got the winch mounted on the back and like a little cage type thing. But other than that, doing pretty good. Like the XD forks. Got the XD bucket. I left the brush grapple at home. I went home and unloaded that last night and did a little little yard work. Me and Brandon had a stump up there in the field that we'd been trying to get out so we could get our grass planted. So we've got a few more to get out. Get them out, bucked up, laid in the pile, so I guess we'll try to finish it up. So I meant to put the finishing touches on that video last night or yesterday evening, film the rest of everything, but I didn't. But it kind of, try not to sneeze. That kind of gives you a good idea, or shows you what we do with the skid steer. We'll in the coming weeks, in the coming months, that thing will be busy. I've already, it's still on. It's on the trailer right now. I hadn't hooked the trailer, but it's getting ready to go out on another job. I mean, for the next couple of weeks, that thing is we're really gonna put some hours on it. Just some of the jobs I've got bought up just specifically for that skid steer. I started, like I said, I started buying some of these smaller jobs I'd normally probably pass on, but I knew I was buying that skid steer. I knew I was buying the brush grapple attachment for it, and it just, going forward with that, I knew that I'd be able to utilize it to really help us out a lot and help out our clients. Like I said, it's not all just about us. I mean, it helps out a lot of our clients that, you know, normally don't have enough trees for us to drop a skidder off on, or they're in a different, maybe a semi-residential or urban area where we can't bring a skidder into, but we can drop that little rubber track skid steer off, and we can work some areas that we just couldn't work with a skidder. So there's a lot of pros and cons to it. I mean, you guys that got them, I mean, I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. You guys probably tell me something, because the last time I owned a track skid steer was, gosh, I've been back in, I think I sold my last one 2012, 2013. I don't know, I lose track of time, lose track of things, but they've come a long ways from what I had to what we've got now with this cat. So it's fun. I mean, it's fun to operate. I'm trying to be careful with it because, you know, the lights, I don't want to break out any lights or glass naturally, so you really got to use a lot of cautious, and it's not hard just to get to ramrodding around on it, you know, really giving a lot of throttle and working those joystick controls. So I just try to take a deep breath and take it easy and just kind of take my time. But guys, thanks a lot for following along as always. We appreciate it. We really do. I do, especially. You know, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Like talking to you guys. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. They're Turner Logging, Timber Tracker at Instagram and Facebook, and Logger Threads at Instagram and Facebook. If you guys haven't checked out Hayden Machinery on Facebook yet, you guys ought to do that there. I mean, for you guys that like construction equipment, I mean, if I wasn't logging, I like to think I'd be doing something with, you know, heavy equipment, being an operator or something, because I've always loved being around heavy equipment. Definitely give the guys at Hayden, check them out. Like I said, I will brag on them for days just over how easy and how well this whole transaction went on buying and getting the skid steer set up. I mean, just super great guys, easy to deal with. I mean, they really were. It was an awesome experience. It was. So be sure to check them out, guys. We're gonna get off here. We got work to do. We're right in the midst of our busy season. I'm trying to juggle looking at timber and buying timber and cutting timber. So I've got a lot going on right now. I mean, it's just constantly busy. So we'll see you here probably tomorrow. So guys, thanks a lot. See you later.